Hello and welcome along to a brand new video. This one's following on from my last video where we done Broadstairs. This is just the end of Broadstairs. It's Dumpton Gap. We're going through to King George V Park today and then into Ramsgate. That's Dumpton Gap Beach just down there. It's very good footage I got there. If you see a little girl and a lady in these videos, that's my wife and daughter. This is the Broadstairs Undercliff walking trail, and there's a few points of interest along here that I want to show you. One being that over there, I believe that's an old disused bunker. I'm not sure the exact history on it, but someone can tell me in the comments if you know more. This beach down here is actually relatively unused. I believe you can have your dogs on there most of the year, that one down there, and it's, if you want somewhere out of the way and quiet, it's a good place to go. Here we are, just walking over to the bunker now. Just picking out a few little pieces of concrete on the floor here. And there's one a little bit further up which I will show you. I don't know if these were the hatches or doors, if you like, into it. Again, I don't really know too much of the history, but I've always found it quite interesting. I'm walking along here. Also, if you're coming to Broadstairs by car, this is a good place to park because you can park all the way along here if you're visiting, and it's free. One of the few places in Broadstairs that is free now. Everywhere else is quite expensive, really. This is a lovely road as well. There's some nice houses and things down here that are a bit out of my price range, but you know, they're very nice. Just coming up to the hatch now, what I believe was the hatch, just in there. Okay, so if we carry on walking down a little bit, and I'll try and pick out some more points of interest along the way. As we go to this corner here, we're just coming round into sort of Dumpton Gap area now. It's another little bit of beaches, and again, it's quite disused. It's a lovely place to go, and you can walk all the way along the prom and come along back along the top, or along the top and back along the prom if you like. It's a nice walk either way, up the top or the bottom. Plenty of benches and things to sit down on up here, and plenty more around the corner, which you'll see in a minute. I think it's the most benches I've ever seen in one place. Just looking over the edge, there's this is like a little square bit there that overhangs the cliff slightly, so you get a good view. See what I mean about the benches? I haven't counted them, but if you want to, and you can put that in the comments. So just straight ahead of us there is actual Dumpton Gap Beach. It's a lovely beach. It's a little cafe down there. You are allowed dogs on this beach all year round, any time of the day. There's beach huts and a nice little cafe, as I say. And it's good for the kiddies as well, this one. Again, not the busiest beach, but it does get quite busy in the summer. Okay, so as we get towards Dumpton Gap Beach now, this is the way you get to the beach, just down there, and there's this interesting hut that you might like to have a little look at. It's an old telegram building. One of the first ways to communicate with the continent back in the day. As you'll see, a big sign here. When I zoom in, it says telephone cables, and that was for the ships, so that they can avoid the cables running across the channel. because we're actually quite close. I believe it's 16 or so miles across the channel from Broadstairs to France. And now we're just coming up to the lighthouse, which isn't actually a lighthouse, it's just somebody's house that they've made look like it. But it's pretty cool nonetheless. Okay, so here is the entrance to King George V Park. And here is the lighthouse house that isn't a lighthouse. But a pretty cool house, I think you'll agree. As my daughter was about to say, there is a play park in here. So if you're coming with your kids, that's quite handy. But there's also a few other things that we'll be going to see first, because it's quite a good park. There's a few interesting things and places in here that you can go and see.
No, not first. We're going to go and look up there first.
First of all, we're going to walk across this patch of grass here, which is actually quite nice if you want to picnic and things like that. There's a few places for picnics and bits and bobs in this park. It's actually quite a large park. And then if we just walk through this sort of wooded area, or one of the wooded areas, there's bike trails and all sorts. Okay, as we just come through here, this is the Italiana glass house and tea rooms. Unfortunately, on the day that we come, it wasn't open, but it was open the following. I think it's just weekends at the moment, probably until the summer holidays. But it's a nice place. Oh, this has got quite a bit of history as well. And there's a little gatehouse just around the corner next to it, which is also good to go and have a look at if you're in the area. Okay, this is just another like grass clearing area, meadow if you like. We actually sat here and had a little picnic on the day of the filming. And then of course my little girl wanted to go and see the play park and have a little go in there. Just coming to the end of the park now. There's a little cafe there, and that is toilets. There's some at Dumpton Gap and some at Louisa Bay, if you're wondering where they are along the walk today. I think the whole walk in total would take you about maybe half an hour. So it's good to know where the facilities are. Long route. Just coming to the end of the video now. This is Winterstoke Gardens. Just as you come out the park, you come out into Ramsgate, and this is Winterstoke Gardens along the top promenade along Ramsgate. So thanks for watching. We should have another one coming next week. Tuesday or Wednesday, going from Ramsgate, and that should be quite a good one because there's a famous harbour down here, there's an old cinema, there's the Ramsgate tunnels that we're going to have a look at, there's a boating pool, and a pulp, and some nice history along the way. So we're trying to get all that in. Okay, thanks for watching, see you next week.